guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell by the title of this video, today I'm going to be talking about my stats that got me into Lehigh. I got a request for this video in my comment section in my college experience video about freshman year at Lehigh, but really like college admissions is just so like there's just no right answer. There's no right SAT score, there's no right GPA. They really just look at your application holistically, but also it just depends on how the admission person is really feeling that day, or it could be that way. There's just so many factors that goes into college admissions, and they really don't view your application for that long. I know a lot of people emphasize on working on your college essay, which I do think is true, but the thing is they don't read probably all of it, or they don't spend that much time on one applicant unless you are in the waitlist pool, which I was. I'm sure many of you guys who clicked on this video probably already saw my college experience video about Lehigh. So you know that I was waitlisted for literally I don't know, 3 months. I didn't get into Lehigh until beginning of July. I would not say that my stats were the best at getting into Lehigh because obviously I got waitlisted. You could probably do the exact same things that I did, but you probably wouldn't have gotten waitlisted or might have gotten rejected. I literally have no idea. Honestly, I don't really know how I got into Lehigh, but basically today I'm just going to be sharing with you guys my stats, mainly for senior year and my GPA, SAT, extracurricular stuff like that, and then I'll also briefly go over freshman, sophomore, and junior year. Before we get into this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, let's get into this video. So let's just start off with GPA. So unweighted, I had a 3.9 GPA, which honestly is not the highest if you really want to go to a super elite school, which I mean, Lehigh is a pretty selective school, but it's definitely not Ivy League or anything. And then I'm pretty sure I had about a 4.1 weighted. So my weighted and unweighted is honestly not that different. I know a lot of people who are in the 4.2, 4.3, even 4.4 ranges. Just to give you guys a little bit of context, I went to a private Catholic high school, and my school wasn't super competitive in academics or anything. I mean, it was supposed to be, but honestly, it really wasn't anything crazy. When I met a lot of my friends at Lehigh, their stats and their high school environment was way more competitive than mine. And then SAT, okay, I don't want to expose myself here, but my SAT score was not very good. I'm actually telling you, I did not get above a 1300, which is not very good if I wanted to go to elite schools. I took it 3 times. And I definitely recommend to just really study on the first go, because SAT testing drains you so much. It's 4 hours of your day. If you don't need to take it again, I don't recommend you to take it again unless you really just want to improve your score. By all means, go for it. And I did not take the ACT, so I cannot really give you any tips about that. I kind of wish that I did, because I feel I probably would have done better on it, but I mean, who knows. I just want to quickly talk about the Common App essay. The Common App essay, you get to choose from 6 questions every year, and then usually there's a supplement essay provided by the school, which is usually why do you want to go to Lehigh, or why do you want to go to whatever. So for a Common App essay, our teachers and counselors at my high school told us that you really don't want to talk about a service trip or a retreat. I mean, there were certain things that pertain to my school specifically that you probably didn't want to write about, just because it was cliche and probably a million people would write about it. So you really want a topic that stands out. Personally, I talked about a family member of mine and kind of just keeping it specific rather than a general type of thing. If you go online, you can literally search for successful Common App essays. So now I'm gonna go into what I did senior year, and junior, and then after that I'll kind of just briefly go over what I did freshman, sophomore year, which isn't that important, but obviously freshman, sophomore year, if you do well, or if you chose hard classes, obviously junior, senior year, you will probably choose even harder and be able to progress more. if that makes any sense. I actually had a very complicated and interesting high school career path. So basically, I went to my high school that I graduated from freshman year, junior year, and then senior year. But sophomore year, I took online school. I don't really know how that impacted my application. Online school really wasn't as challenging, and I mean, I didn't do like extracurriculars really besides like club sports during that time. That's definitely something that you probably like don't have in your application, which I'm sure I don't think that's gonna hurt you at all. But anyways, senior year, I took honors biology, honors environmental science, English 4, just like regular English, and we had to take religion, so that's just part of my curriculum, probably not part of yours. And then I took AP Calc AB, AP US Government, and then Independent Study for Chinese. So I know colleges obviously mostly look at your junior year, but first semester senior year definitely still matters, and I think they definitely look for how you are challenging yourself in the senior year. Obviously, a lot of people say like, oh, like senior year doesn't matter. I know a lot of seniors who apply for like a prep period, like a free period type of thing. But I would not recommend that if you are trying to go into like a really, competitive school, because I think they look for like how you continue to challenge yourself, even though like you don't have to kind of thing. Definitely still take APs. I mean, I literally only took 2 senior year, so like not that much, and I had 2 honors. I definitely could have like even like upgraded my schedule even more. So let's talk about some of the extracurriculars I did senior year. I was part of NHS, which is National Honor Society. I'm sure many of you guys are familiar with that. I wasn't like an officer of NHS or anything, I was just in it, but I was co-president of NCHS, which is National Chinese Honor Society. There was a chapter at our high school, and then I was also president slash like the coordinator for Chinese Culture Club. As you can see, I'm very in touch with my culture. That was kind of like what I wanted to like do my senior year. I didn't play a sport senior year, at least for school. I played club volleyball. So total, I played 4 years of club volleyball. That was like my main source of extracurricular, I guess. I did 2 years of high school volleyball, freshman and junior year. But from freshman to junior year, I also played club. And then another extracurricular I had was service hours. So I'm sure many schools out there require you to have service hours. I'm not sure how many. For my school, between junior and senior year, you had to have 65 hours of service. And for us specifically, we had to work with marginalized groups of people. Personally, I worked with people with disabilities at like a summer camp type of thing, and I got 160 hours by the end of it. So that's kind of like the major stuff that kind of went on my application. And now I'm gonna briefly go over like the classes I took from freshman to junior year. So junior year, I took regular chemistry, regular English, regular US history. I did not take APUSH or anything. And I was in honors pre-calc, and I was taking AP Chinese. So I mean, my stats really not that exciting. Oh, and I also took Art 1. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. I do wish that I took honors chemistry instead of regular chem, because that definitely would have helped me out a lot. And if you guys don't know, I am now a biochem major. Oh, and then for the APs, I did end up taking tests for all of them, and I got credit for all of them. Actually, no. I did not get credit for all of them. I only got credit for 2 of them. I literally only took 3 APs in high school. Like, that's like so little compared to what other people take. Like, yeah, I don't know how I got into Lehigh, okay? And then sophomore year, again, I was doing online school, so my schedule was kind of very different. I don't exactly remember what I took, but I'm pretty sure I took like honors geometry, some like beginner level of physics, and then I'm pretty sure I took like regular English once again, some sort of history class. Honestly, sophomore year, like, was probably the weakest part of my application. Freshman year, I just have some really basic classes like PE, which was required, Fine Arts, English 1, Honors Algebra 1, World History, and I got into Chinese 2 instead of Chinese 1. That kind of sums up basically my high school stats that got me into college. But I will say that when I got notified that I got waitlisted, I immediately contacted them and I said, like, if you accept me, I will 100% go. So that's definitely something that you should be doing if you do end up getting waitlisted, is you need to express like high interest that you want to go there, go like visit campus, which I know you can't do that right now, but like a virtual tour, or like get in contact with like the admission head, like just show that you are very invested in this school. Because if the admission head has like a good impression of you and they remember who you are, that'll be a very, very good thing for you. But you definitely want to show them like what you're passionate about. Don't be like shy to like express who you really are in these applications, because like they don't know you. Like they probably spend 30 seconds to a minute looking at your application. I really like want you guys to take this video with a grain of salt. Like do not like try to do things that I did just because I ended up getting into Lehigh. I mean, I was waitlisted for 3 months, so I don't know if that tells you anything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one.